Another thing you can do spiritually, and can be simple, can be complicated, depends, but is go to a place of worship. For a Christian, that would be a church. For a Muslim, mosque. Actually, there's Muslim people around here that call their mosque a church, a masajid. Okay, so that's what that would be. I think Hindu or whomever, they call it a temple. I don't know all the names, okay? But you know the place of worship that you go to based on your religion. Now, with any religion, you're going to have stuff, okay? So, and I know it's not just Christians. I know it's anywhere where there are humans and there are groups and there are organizations, okay? Religions in this case. It's gonna be stuff. It's stuff there, stuff. And sometimes that stuff can be very distracting. And for some people, it can hinder your spiritual growth and development. So you have to be really mindful of that. You cannot let people get in the way of your spiritual growth and development. And just like with anything else, people can. They can be hindering. They can be a great blessing. You can meet a lot of wonderful people in these places of worship. But at the same time, they can be very stifling and very hindering. So the key to going to a place of worship is a good place of worship. And that's where the tricky part comes in, you know, especially if you're brand new. How do you know what place is a good place of worship? I can only tell you that in the Bible says you will know them by their fruit, okay? And I like to say the fruit of the Spirit, which we are 9 of them: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and self-control. If you consistently see those things, then you are most likely in a good place and in a good environment, okay? So you can read Galatians to rehearse those fruits of the Spirit, and just know that if you consistently see those things in a person or in a place of worship, you're most likely in a good place. So that's something you can do. Go to church, okay? I do not attend church regularly. Basically what I'm trying to say is I don't attend church. I'm not a church goer anymore, sadly, but truthfully. Okay, and I probably will never be. And so I'm just putting that out there as a disclaimer, but I do think it has its place, especially for people who are just beginning to grow spiritually and in their faith, okay? I believe that the church is an incubator for spiritual growth and destiny. And so therefore, again, it has its place. Nobody should be staying in an incubator. You should not be staying in an incubator perpetually, okay? But there is a place for an incubator. It serves as a place of protection, and like I said, it gives you a nice, safe place to grow. All right. But I don't go regularly. Now, a reason why I say that is because, you know, if there's a function or if I'm invited to something, I actually have no problem going to church, and I actually look forward to it. You know, I'm born and raised in church. So, and I considered myself a church girl once upon a time. So that is a beautiful thing. But I do need to put that disclaimer out there that I do not go, but I do think that there is a place for it, particularly for people who are new to the faith or new to just growing in their spiritual development. The key again is finding a good church home, okay? And also doing everything that you can to really grow while you're there. I would dare say, I mean, I don't know where I'd be if I didn't have good church homes growing up and great pastors, okay? So, you know, but I grew up in a different era, in a different time, and it's definitely harder nowadays to find great places to start your journey, but I don't think it's impossible, okay? But you do have to do your due diligence, all right? So But that is an option. But you do not have to. I'm sorry, guys. The allergies cause my nose to itch right on the tips of the outside. So I just got to scratch it if it itches. So that is that piece of counsel right there, okay? Prayer and place of worship.